Okay, so at all times you, by the way, have a choice of which card you want to select from your own card deck, if I didn't make that clear before. So at all times I get to choose which card I want to draw, just as my opponent does. So I get depending on the situation, I'll have different decision-making skills based on the rules of the game that I'll further explain which card I want to play depending on the situation, and also reading into which card I would think my opponent will play into that same situation to try to best advance my own card deck. And you will have different ways of doing that based on the combinations that occur when two cards play each other. And it's always one draw for each at the same time, you each draw one card at a time, and you flip at the same time. So I'm just going to leave these 4 cards out for my opponent's card deck. Although you just draw one card at a time, I'm leaving, I don't mean to complicate it too much, but I just want to try and explain to you what each combination represents. So let's say I drew an 8 of clubs, okay? And these are the 4 suits that represent any deck. And my 8 of clubs, if my opponent had drawn a 4 of diamonds, his 4 of diamonds would beat my 8 of clubs. If my opponent had drawn a 4 of spades, my 8 of clubs would beat his 4 of spades. If my opponent had drawn a queen of hearts, his queen of hearts would beat my 8 of clubs. However, again, there's usually a specific rule when each suit plays each other, and in this case, the clubs are a deck booster you'll see. So my opponent drew a 10 of clubs and I drew an 8 of clubs. I chose for my own card deck to draw an 8 of clubs. In this instance, the 10 of clubs beats the 8 of clubs. However, in this case, because he won this duel where we both drew, he won. He gets the top card within the pre-shuffled red deck of cards. This is when they come into play. It's hearts and diamonds. He gets the top card from the red shuffled deck off to the side, and he gets the high one. So he gets 8 through ace, diamonds and hearts. And let's see what that card is, right? Oh, wrong deck. This is the high one. Yep, king. We got a king of hearts here from the top of the 8 through ace, diamond and heart deck. He gets a king of hearts because he has the higher club. I have the lower club, so I get a card from the lower one. I get a 3 of diamonds, and this deck consists of diamonds and hearts 2 through 7. I get the 3 diamonds, and then because he played the higher club, he played the 10, and I played the 8, he gets to choose which suit he wants from my deck, the highest card from a particular suit within my deck. Depending on which cards he needs or which suit he'd like to play from, depending on how his card deck is assembled. He chooses, unluckily for me, or depending on how I like to play, in this case, he chooses my highest spade. He doesn't know what my highest spade is, but he chooses between spade, club, diamond, heart. He chooses to get my highest spade within my deck. My highest spade within my deck is a king. He gets my king. So he got the king of hearts from the high deck, and he got a king of spades from my deck. And then within his own deck, he chooses which suit to give me. It's his choice, so he can give me his highest spade, he can give me his highest diamond, he can give me his highest heart or his highest club. He chooses which suit to give me, but he has to give me the highest from one of his suits. But it's his choice, but he has to give me one of them. So if he has 4 aces, he has to choose between which one he wants to give me. And then finally, after all that's done, after he gives me his best within one particular suit that he chooses within his own deck, then finally, to balance the game, to make it not too uneven, we switch. So he doesn't gain my card, we switch. He gets my 8 of clubs, I get his 10 of clubs. So we just trade. However, those reimbursements still stay.